Now I will start the second session of the control system in model number 4, necessary condition of stability. Coefficients of the characteristic polynomial must be positive. What is the condition of stability? The coefficients of the characteristic polynomial must be positive. Example, consider a third order polynomial b of s is equal to s cube plus 3s square plus 16s plus 30. Although the coefficients of the above polynomials are positive, because between each term all terms are positive in nature in this given equation. So we have to determine the roots and hence prove that rule about coefficients being positive is only a necessary condition for the roots is to be in the left S plane. Sufficient condition of stability. Sufficient condition for stability method, you are having two methods. One is using determinant, second method is root array. In method 1, using determinants, the coefficients of the characteristic equation are represented by determinant form as follows. So that is given as delta n is equal to determinant in the determinant an minus 1, an minus 3, an minus 5, an minus 2, an minus 4 and 0, an minus 1, an minus 3. You have to write like this. Next, here determinant decrease by 2 along the row by 1 down by the column. Determinant decreases by 2 along the row by 1 down the column. For stability, following condition must satisfy. So that is from the determinant delta 1 is equal to an minus 1 should be greater than 0. Delta 2 is equal to determinant of an minus 1, an minus 3, an minus 2 greater than 0 and delta 3 is greater than 0 and so on. So in second method using arrays, the coefficients of the characteristic equation are represented by array form as follows. In the b of s polynomial, you are having s to the power of n, s to the power of n minus 1, s to the power of n minus 2, s to the power of n minus 3 and here you have to write the all coefficients of first row an minus 2, an minus 4, second row is an minus 1, an minus 3, an minus 5. So then bn minus 1, bn minus 3, bn minus 5, cn minus 1, cn minus 3, cn minus 5 up to s naught. You have to write from the polynomial all these things in the array. Now where in bn minus 1 is equal to, you see here bn minus 1, this an minus 2, an minus 4, an minus 1, an minus 3, an minus 5 are placed from the coefficients given in the equation, polynomial equation. After that bn minus 1, bn minus 3, bn minus 5, cn minus 1, cn minus 3, cn minus 5 you have to find out by calculating the arrays. So now here bn minus 1 is equal to an minus 1, an minus 2. You see here in this matrix an minus 1, an minus 2, an into an minus 3 divided by an minus 1. Similarly, bn minus 3 is equal to an minus 1, an minus 4 minus an into an minus 5 divided by an minus 1. Similarly, cn minus 1 can be calculated as bn minus 1 into an minus 3 minus an minus 1 bn minus 3 divided by bn minus 1. So after calculating all these coefficients in the array, for stability the following conditions must satisfy. What is this condition? The number of roots of bs with positive real parts is equal to the number of sign changes an minus 1, bn minus 1, cn minus 1. That is in first row. The number of, after forming the this all after finding all these values of in the root array, number of roots of b of s with positive real part is equal to the number of sign changes an an minus 1, bn minus 1, cn minus 1, etc. See, in this Roth array, after finding all these coefficient values by calculating, by using all these determinants from this, so you have to check first all these an minus 1, bn minus 1 and cn minus 1 coefficient up to first column of this matrix or determinant. You have to check it how many sign changes, that how many number of sign changes, that indicates that many number of roots are right hand side in the S plane. Okay, so once the roots are right hand plane of the S plane is present, that is indicating the system is unstable. Okay, so therefore now the number of roots of Bs with positive real part is equal to the number of sign changes an minus 1, bn1, bn minus 1, cn minus 1, etc. Now Roth stability criteria, after finding this, all poles in left S plane equal to number of no poles in right S plane. Roth stability criteria is all poles in the left S plane, which implies no poles in right S plane. That means if you are going to say a system is stable, all poles should be in left S plane. There is no pole should not be in, no pole should be in right S plane. So first criterion is of the Roth stability. The criterion test whether any of the roots of the characteristic equation lie in the right half of the S plane without actually calculating the roots. By observing the polynomial given, observing the signs of the coefficients, if any negative sign is there, that indicates in the polynomial, that indicates a given system is unstable. Okay, this is first condition. And then second condition is information about stability can be obtained directly from the coefficients of the characteristic equation. Information about stability can be obtained directly from the coefficients of the characteristic equation. Now, Routh-Hurwitz stability criteria. A necessary but not sufficient condition for stability. One is all the coefficients of the characteristic equation have the same sign. All the coefficients of the characteristic equation must have the same sign. That should be positive. And none of the coefficient vanishes. That means s to the power of starting power is s to the power of 4. It should be ended with the s naught without missing single power of the equation. So consider the characteristic equation of a LTI system. D of s is equal to a naught s to the power of n plus a1 s to the power of n minus 1 plus so on, plus a into s to the power of 1 plus s into s plus an is equal to 0, where a naught should be greater than 0. So note 1, the above conditions are based on the laws of algebra. So these are all the things how this s minus s1, s minus s2, s minus s3 equal to 0. S into s minus 2, s minus 3 minus s into s minus s1 into s minus s2, s minus s3 equal to 0, etc. You have to calculate. Now a1 by a0 is equal to minus summation of I is equal to 0 to 1, 0 to I is equal to 1 to 3, si greater than 0. A2 by a0 is equal to summation of I comma j is equal to 1 to 3, sij greater than 0. A3 by a0 should be greater than 0. If all roots of the system characteristic equation have negative real parts, all the coefficients have the same sign. If all the roots of the system characteristic equation have negative real parts, all the coefficients have the same sign. So here you have to note here these conditions are not sufficient. So therefore Roth tabulation is taking place. So for Roth tabulation, you have to consider the characteristic equation of a LTI system, that is d of s is equal to a naught into s to the power of n plus a1 into s to the power of n minus 1 up to an is equal to 0, where a naught should be greater than 0. So you write for the formation of Routh tabulation s to the power of n, s to the power of n minus 1, s to the power of n minus 2 up to s naught, you have to write like this. And a naught a1 is this coefficient, a1 is this coefficient, a2 is next coefficient, a3 is next, like that, which is this a1 up to maximum power of the a coefficients are writing in a0, a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, a7, which are the coefficients given in this given characteristic equation. So after that, b1, b2, b3, b4, c1, c2, c3, c4 up to s1 you have to calculate. S0 is given like this. This is the value of S0. So now what is b1 is equal to? b1 is equal to, it is the determinant of b1 is equal to, first you have to consider these four, a1, a0, a1, a2, a3 for calculation of b1. This is like this, this determinant a1 into a2 minus a0 into a3 divided by a1. a0 into a1 into a2 minus a0 into a3 divided by a1. You see here, b1 is equal to minus 1 by a1, determinant of a0 into a3, a1 into a2. Similarly, b2 is equal to minus 1 by a1, determinant of a0, a5, minus a1, a4. Similarly, b3 is equal to minus 1 by a1 into determinant of a0, a7, a1 minus a1 into a6. Similarly, after finding the values of b1, b2, b3, so here after finding the values of b1, b2, b3, b4, if you want to calculate c1, c1 is equal to b1 a3 minus a1 b2 divided by b1. Okay, you see in the equation, c1 is equal to minus 1 by b1, determinant of a1 b2, b1 into minus b1 into a3. c2 is equal to minus 1 by b1, determinant of a1 b3, b1 a5. c3 is equal to minus 1 by b1, a1 a4 minus b1 a7. So like that, all the coefficients will be calculated. Okay, after calculating, you have to check the Routh's criteria. So what are the conditions of necessary and sufficient condition for stability from the Routh criteria is, all the elements of the first column of the Routh tabulation are of the same sign. See, this is the Routh tabulation. After calculating using the determinants, all the values are placed here. You have to, after forming this complete Routh tabulation, you have to check first row. How many these all coefficients must be positive. That means if all the coefficients will be positive, that means given this system is stable. If any sign changes are there, we'll see what is the next condition. The number of changes of signs in the element of the first column equals the number of roots in the right half of S plane. First condition is, in the first column of the Routh tabulation, all elements should be same sign or positive sign. The second condition is, the number of changes of the signs in the elements of the first column, it indicates number of roots are present in the right half of the S plane. So this is the Routh criteria. I will explain briefly this by taking the simple explanation. I will make it brief. So what is this? Now I am going to brief this above theoretical concept to simple understanding way. So this Routh-Hurwitz criteria is a technique used to calculate the stability. There are number of techniques used to calculate the stability. Those are Routh-Hurwitz criteria, root locus, Bode plots, Nyquist plots, and Nicolar charts will be there. From these different techniques, we are going to calculate the stability of a system. First, I will go for Routh stability criteria. The Routh stability criteria is based on arranging the coefficients of characteristic equation into array form is called as Routh array. What is this Routh stability criteria? The criteria is based on arranging the coefficients of characteristic equation into an array is called as Routh array. For example, Q of S is equal to or D of S is whatever you can give is given equation a naught into s to the power of n plus a1 into s to the power of n minus 1 plus a2 into s to the power of n minus 2 up to plus an minus 1 into s plus an is equal to 0. This is your given characteristic equation of a system. From this, you have to form a Routh array. After this, you have to form a Routh array like this. Okay, this is simple way of understanding the above theoretical concept. So how I am going to form? You draw one line like this. You write what is the maximum power of s in this given characteristic equation is s to the power of n, s to the power of n minus 1, s to the power of n minus 2 up to s naught. You have to write like this. Okay. Now here you write here a naught will be there, a1 will be there, a2 will be there. Okay, up to an minus 1 and an will be there. So here what you have to do, you write coefficients of here a naught, a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, a7. These coefficients are selected from this given characteristic equation. a0, a1, a2, a3. You have to write from these two rows in this tabulation from the given characteristic equation. Afterwards, what you have to do, you write b1, b2, b3, okay, b4 like this, then c1, c2, c3, c4 like this. Okay, now here you put a value of an here. What is the an? That will be the first column of s naught. Okay, now what you have to do, what is b1? I told in the theoretical explanation, b1 is equal to, you have to calculate, b1 is equal to, you take a1 a2, okay, minus b1 b2 minus a1 a2 minus a0 into a3. Okay, so what is a1 a2 minus a0 a3. How you have to calculate the b1? a1 a2 minus a0 a3 divided by, so you have to take a1. You check the determinant in the theoretical concept. And next is b2. b2 is equal to, how you have to calculate? b2 is equal to, this column a0 a1 column is fixed. Calculation of this b1 b2 b3 b4. Just if you want to calculate b2, you have to go for crossed like this array a0 a5 minus b2 is equal to, no, a1 a4 minus a0 a5 minus a0 a5. You see, for calculating b2, this row you have to consider, second row. This is common for calculation of b1 b2 b3 b4. Now a1 a4 A1, A4 and A0, A5 like this. A1, A5 like this. Okay. Divided by A1 is constant. A1 is same. Next, you have to go for C1, C2. For example, C1, C2 I am going to take. C1 is equal to now. C1 is what? Similarly, you consider these two groups. B1, A3 like this minus A1, B2. C1 is equal to B1, A3, right? B1, A3 minus A1, B2. A1, B2. A1, B2 divided by B1 is common now. For calculating B1, B2, B3, B4, A1 is common. This row is common. So if you want to calculate C1, so you have to consider these two rows. So B1, A3 minus A1, B2 divided by B1. C1 is equal to, and C2 is equal to, now you can go for like this. C2 you will go for this B3, A5. Okay. So now what you have to do? B1, A5, B1, A5, B1, A5, C2 is equal to B1, A5, B1, A5, okay, B1, A5 minus B1, A5 minus A1, B3, A1, B3. So minus A1, B3 divided by B1 is calculated. So now what you have to do, after finding all these values, if any extra any further coefficient are not present, remaining you have to put 0. Okay. So now after this forming the tabulation of Routh array, so you have to check the statement. What is the statement of Routh circle? For a system to be stable, okay, it is necessary and sufficient that each term of first column of the root array must be positive. After finding all these coefficients in the Routh tabulation, we have to check according to the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. All the elements in the first row, must be positive. This is a first condition, first and necessary condition for stable system. After finding all these values, what you have to do? You have to check first all the coefficients in first column, whether positive or any sign changes are there. They must be positive for stable system. For if the system is stable, all these coefficients A0, A1, B0, B1, C1 up to AN must be positive, and if A0 is greater than 0. If this condition is not met, means any sign, negative sign will be there in the first column, the system is unstable. And the number of sign changes in the first column corresponds to number of roots of characteristic equation in the right half of the S plane. What is first condition after tabulation of the Routh array is constructed? After all the coefficients of Routh array are calculated, you have to decide whether the system is stable or unstable. First you have to check first column of these coefficients must be positive. All the coefficients must be positive. Then system is stable. Otherwise, if any sign change is taking place in this first column, instead of positive, it is anywhere negative will be there. That indicates so system is unstable. But how many roots are present because of sign changes in the right half S plane? How many sign changes will be there in first column? That number of roots will be present in the right half of the S plane. Then that indicates system is unstable. So I will take an example. with which is given by this characteristic equation Q of S is equal to, example I am going to take for the Routh Hurwitz criteria using Routh tabulation. Given the characteristic equation is S to the power of 4 plus 8s cube plus 18s square plus 16s plus 5 is equal to 0. This is your characteristic equation is given. This is example number 1 on, okay, Routh Hurwitz criteria. So what you have to do, I will go for next. So you write what is the maximum power of S given in equation, S to the power of 4, S to the power of 3, S to the power of 2, S and A naught. So you write first S to the power of 4 like this. So you write S to the power of 4, S to the power of 3, S to the power of 2, S to the power of 1, S to the power of 0. You draw one vertical line. Now you place the values from the characteristic equation like this. A naught, A1, A2, A3 like this. A naught is what? A naught is 1, 1, 1. A2 is 80, A2 is 8. Okay. 18, 16, okay, 5. A naught, A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. So 5, you put 0 here. Put 0 here. Only these coefficients are given in the characteristic equation. Now you can calculate B1. B1 is equal to what? B1 is equal to, what is your B1 is equal to? You see here, B1 is equal to A1, A2. B1 is equal to A1, A2. 8 into, you see here, otherwise you calculate separately. Okay, A1, A2, 8 into 6, 18, 8 into 18 minus 1 into 16. 1 into 16 divided by 8. So what is your equation here? B1. B1 is equal to, here 8 is common. 8 is common, I will take 8 outside. 8 is common means 18 minus 16 is remaining divided by 8. 18 minus 16 is 1 into 6. It is not a, what is this? 8 into 18. So here 8 you have taken outside. 8 into 18 minus 16 is remaining. 18 minus 16 is remaining. So what you are getting here? 8 you can take outside. So here 8 if you take outside, this will become 2. Okay, 18 minus 2 will be remaining. 8 is this gone, cancel. 18 minus 2 is, it is 16. B1 is 16. Okay, now second row, this is B1 is equal to what? B1 is equal to 16 now. Next B2 you have to calculate. B2 what you have to do? This is common. This is common. Okay. Now you have to go for 8 into 5 minus 1 into 8 into 5 minus 1 into 0. So like that, C1 B2 is equal to what is? B2 is equal to 8 into 5 minus 1 into 0. 8 into 5 minus 1 into 0 divided by 8. So 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5. B2 is what? This is 5. B2 is equal to 5. Now next term is not there, so you have to put 0, right? No? So this is S1 is equal to what now? S1 is equal to C1. This is C1. C1 is equal to this into this minus this into this. Okay. C1 is equal to 16 into 16. C1 is equal to 16 into 16 minus 8 into minus 8 into 5. 8 into 5 divided by 16 is common. 16 you have to do. That is equal to, here how much it is you are getting? 16 into 16 divided by 16 is there. So you will be getting how much? You have to calculate, right? 16, 256 minus 40 divided by 16. So 256 minus 40 means 216 divided by 16. Right? No? You are getting like this. And then C2 is equal to what? This is 216 divided by 60. This is what? This is equal to, you are getting 0 and this is 0. So you write S0 is equal to AN of 5 and this is 0, this is 0. So now this is your tabulation. After forming this tabulation, what you have to do? You check first row whether all the signs are positive or not. In the first column you have to check. If all the signs according to Routh-Hurwitz condition, the first column elements of this Routh tabulation must be positive. Then here now all the coefficients are positive, so your system is stable. Your system is stable. So like this you have to find the stability of the system. Now I will take another example. Now I will take another example of this Routh. I will take an example of Routh-Hurwitz criteria, that is second example. With the help of Routh-Hurwitz criteria, comment on the stability of the system having the following characteristic equation. This characteristic equation is given as Q of S is equal to, okay, 10 into S to the power of 4 plus 9s cube, okay, plus 9s cube plus 3s square plus 6s plus 9 is equal to 0. This is your characteristic equation is given. From this characteristic equation you have to find what are the coefficients of all these terms. S terms, S4, you see S4 even characteristics are S4, S2 and this one, and S cube and S is odd coefficients. So now what you have to do? You have to do a Routh array formation. Routh array you have to form. Okay, Routh array you have to form. Okay, now you write all the maximum power of S is 4. So S to the power of 4, S to the power of 3, S to the power of 2, S to the power of 1, S to the power of 0. You write like this. You put one vertical line. So you put here A0, A1, A2, A3. This is A0 like that. So 10, okay, 3, 9, 10, 3, 9, 9, 6, 0. You written like this. Now remaining coefficients you write another way. X1, X2, X3, okay, Y1, Y2, Y3 you write like this, and Z1, Z2, Z3 you write like this. Okay, now you have to calculate by determinant method. Okay, X1 is equal to what? Now X1 is equal to 9 into 3. See, 9 into 3 minus 10 into 6. 9 into 3 minus 10 into 6 divided by 9. Divided by 9 is so 9 into 3 is what? 27 minus 60. 27 minus 60 divided by 9. So how much? 27, it will be giving minus 3.68. It will be giving after calculation by calculator. So X2 is equal to what? X2 is equal to, so what you have to do? This into 9 into 9. 9 into 9, okay, 10 into 0. 9 into 9, 10 into 0. 9 into 9 minus 10 into 0. So this term will become 0 divided by, again 9 is divided by 9. So you will be getting 1 9 1 1 get cancelled, you will be getting 9 is the answer. X2 is equal to, what is the X3 is equal to? X3 is equal to, you have to go for next column, so you don't have next column, so therefore it will be 0. X3 is equal to 0, right? So now this is over. Next what you have to do, x1 value is minus 3.62, x2 is equal to 9, x2 is equal to 9, x3 is equal to 0. Okay, so now y1 is equal to this into x1 into 6, 9 into 9. Okay, so y1 is equal to, what is your value? Y1 is equal to 6 into x1, okay, minus 9 into x2, 6 into x1, 9 into x2 divided by x1, that is equal to 6. You substitute the values of x1, 6 into minus 3.67 minus 9 into 9 divided by minus 3.67, okay, is equal to 28.67. Now what you have to do, what is this y1? y2 is equal to, so y2 is equal to x1 into 0, x1 into 0 minus 9 into x3, okay, divided by x1. After substituting this, you will be getting 0. So now what you have to do, z1 is equal to y1 into x2 minus y2 into x1 divided by y, y1 into x2, x1 into y2 divided by y1. So you will be getting is equal to 9, you will be getting. So now you have to go for z2 is equal to y1 into x3, z2 is equal to y1 into x3 minus x1 into